Hey everyone, this is Isaac
And this is Jackie
from Nonessential Media, and you are listening to the Beach City CROWS podcast. This podcast is all about our favorite cartoons, mine being Steven Universe,
and mine being Q-kuu.
Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoy. Hey Greg.
What's up, Greg? Hello everyone, my name's Jackie and you're listening to Beach City CROWS. We are in quarantine like the rest of the planet right now. So we are trying to record. In case you guys don't know this, me and Isaac live in different cities. Like, that's not a joke. We live in the same area, but it's actually different cities. So I can't just go and record like we normally do. It's not something that's possible right now due to quarantine. And we are staying home and staying healthy, like hopefully everyone else out there that's listening to this podcast. So we are attempting to record our podcast over Discord for the first time. It's already not going very well. But anyways, we were laughing because we invited Craig, which I keep calling him Greg, to our Discord so that he could record for us, which is a bot, by the way. We have a Discord. Maybe are we going to share this Discord with the fans and see if they want to come and post memes in our Discord?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure. So after this episode, you just get a hold of us. Go to nonessentialmedia.com, go to contact, send an email. We'll send you the link to this Discord. Maybe. Anyways, so we are going to do some... got some questions sent to us by a fan. There's 45 questions here. Mainly about Q-kuu. This is a Q-kuu fan. So we are going to go over these questions and answer them. And hopefully you guys at home are playing along and send us your answers, guys. That's one of the reasons why I think it's good we have this Discord now. So you guys can, when we do these kinds of episodes, you guys can come in and be a part of the episode too. It'll be a lot of fun. So Isaac, hey Isaac, how you doing, by the way? I just talked for the first time. Isaac is here, by the way. Hopefully this sounds good. I don't know how good this audio is right now, but
bear with us, guys. This might sound like utter trash, but we're just trying to get stuff out to you guys.
Its audio sounds like crap. We apologize, guys. We're doing what we can. So let's go with the first question. Rank the thighs. And the list we got is Daichi, Akashi, Ushijima, Garnet, Noya, Tsukishima, Asahi, Oikawa, Kageyama, Tanaka, and Tendo. Tanaka doesn't get enough love in the thigh department. Come on, Tanaka's a pretty fit boy.
Okay, can I just say I love how Garnet's just put into the middle of all of them? Garnet.
Garnet has to be involved in every thigh debate. There's one name missing from this list, though. Kyoko.
Who is it?
Kyoko's missing from this list. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen season 4, or if you're an anime only, assuming you are, you will see Kyoko's thighs. She's entered the thigh debate.
Yeah, majorly.
I don't know. How would I rank these? This is tough.
I guess I haven't seen enough of Akashi.
I haven't seen enough of Akashi's thighs yet to really have an opinion.
I don't know. I don't even think Oikawa. I think Oikawa's at the bottom. I stand by what I say, but
I think Tendo's at the bottom. Tendo's at the bottom for me. But not that Oikawa would be much higher than that. But Tsukishima is a beanpole right now. Like, his brother probably has thick thighs, not super thick, but decent because he's pretty well built. Tsukishima is not built enough to. So actually, Tsukishima would be on the bottom for me.
Yeah, he's little bean.
Yeah, so I like how we're trying to get rid of the ones we were like, nope, instead of the ones we're like, yes. Because Daichi, Ushijima, Garnet, these are givens.
Yeah, those are top players.
Yeah, Asahi, that's a given, my opinion anyways. I think he's got pretty big thighs, yeah, so.
So Tsukishima at the very bottom.
Tsukishima's a bottom.
Nintendo and then Oikawa, or how would you?
Yeah, I would rate it like that. Yeah. And then, but then we get now we're getting into tough territory because it's I
feel like Noya's thicker than Akashi.
That's possible. Noya's kind of dense. I don't know how to put that. He's small. he's
solid.
He's solid. He's a solid kid. I don't know, man. That's tough. Ushijima, man. Okay, Ushijima's stage actor though has thighs. If you have, I'm just throwing it out there.
He needs to be on this ranking then.
Yeah, he's his own ranking. He is the rank that everyone wishes to achieve. Yeah, so number one, I'm gonna say so the real thing is who is between Daichi and Garnet is the normal debate, and we've had this conversation that Daichi has thighs that grip you and Garnet has thighs that you grip.
Yeah.
So they kind of are on their own different like categories of number one.
Definitely. They have like different, I guess, eye capacity.
Different thigh capacities. What's your thigh capacity? Oh my god. This is actually a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be.
Okay, if anyone listening right now wants to join the Discord and we actually give you a link to this Discord, first question you're going to be asked is, what is your thigh capacity?
We need to know the thigh capacity. We're gonna have an entire chat in our Discord server dedicated to thigh talk. It's gonna happen, and it has to at this point.
Beach City thighs.
Beach City thighs. Oh my god, is that like I can't rank these thighs.
I can't either. Like, oh.
Thighs are all beautiful, guys. Love all thighs. Except for Tsukishima's thighs. We don't love his thighs.
Yeah, he need to eat.
He need to eat. That boy need to get some beans. Number 2, take a single hit. Would you rather take a single hit to the face from Ushijima or take a double hit to the face from Kageyama?
Oh.
So are we getting six-packed? Is it like a volleyball to the face, or is it a fist to the face?
I'm assuming.
Okay, so volleyball to the face.
I would do Ushijima just to get it out of the way. We see that Hinata was able to take it, so...
Yeah, I would just single from Ushijima. Like, just knock me out and get it over with.
Kageyama, he's like calculated with that shit.
Yeah, he would take out both your eyeballs. He'd be like, one eye, next eye, gone.
Boom.
Ushijima, it would just happen, and he'd be like, whoopies. I mean, he wouldn't say whoopies, but you know, like when I think about when Tsukishima got his finger hurt, and when he came back, you know, I don't know if a lot of people notice this, but Ushijima actually kind of puts his hand out, like, "Hey, sorry, are you okay?" Like, he doesn't say anything because it's Ushijima, but he does do like a gesture that to me is like, I think Ushijima he probably wouldn't even go full force. If it was an accident, you know, at least he'd feel bad about it. Kageyama would just be like, "Get out of the way, dumbass," you know. So
Kageyama would destroy you.
Yeah, he would hit you again just for fun. Okay, number 3. Be isolated with Oikawa, Kageyama, or Tsukishima for a month. So who are you going in? Who's your quarantine buddy?
Yeah, literally. Oh, I don't know. On one hand, I have a lot of fun with Oikawa, but I just don't like him. Kageyama, I don't know. I'm gonna say Tsukishima because I feel like for the most part, I feel like he'd be off on his own, so he wouldn't really mess with you. But you get a lot of like snarky jokes out of him.
I mean, when you're isolated with someone though, you can't just be away from them. Like, you're gonna be stuck with them.
True.
Like, there's no way to avoid them. So
I'm gonna have to say Oikawa. That's the only choice.
Yeah, see that because we were discussing this briefly before we started recording, and I was reading through them real fast, and I said, "Oh, I know which one I would pick like instantly." And Isaac asked too, and I was like, "Oh, Oikawa." Because you think about it, like, Tsukishima's an asshole. Like, he's just too salty. I wouldn't, like, it would drive me freaking crazy. And Kageyama has the social IQ of a rock.
I kept looking over him like, that's not an option.
Like, I freaking love Kageyama, and I would be like, probably would actually be good friends with someone like Kageyama. But who are you going to have fun with? You're stuck with a whole freaking month? Dude, okay, Oikawa would be a little whiny sometimes, probably, but he would be freaking fun. Like, you would have fun with Oikawa.
Guess you have to look at this question as like, who can come up with more ways to less bored?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. As
games or something.
As someone who is actually quarantined alone, if they were like, "Hey, you have to pick between these 3 personality types," I'd pick Oikawa.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
that's how I feel about it. Okay, number 4. Be best friends with Noya or Hinata?
Go first.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so this one's tough for me because I love both of them, and I think they both are solid friends no matter what, no matter how you look at it. Like, both of them are going to be super supportive. They're both going to have your back. It's tough because it's weird that such a positive question has it's so difficult to answer because I want to be friends with both of them.
Yeah. Both, like, very high energy, very fun people, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely. And both of them they're just gonna motivate you every day. Like one way or another, they're gonna make you feel really good about yourself, and you're gonna want to go out there and just crush your enemies. Whatever your enemy may be that day, whether it's the dishes or, you know.
Crush every dish, just
Crush
get rid
every
of them.
day. Can you imagine speaking of being quarantined, can you imagine being quarantined with both Noya and Hinata? Oh my god.
Oh, kill me.
Throw Tanaka in there just for fun.
My
That'd be
God.
awful. Now you know how Daichi feels.
I feel like like you said, they're both me up people, or like, go strive for your dreams. I feel like Noya's more persistent, more hardcore in it, and then Hinata would be more like, do it,
Yeah, and Noya's got this kind of like, well, I'm the cool one, so I'll have your back. And Hinata has this like, yeah, he's gonna have your back, but he also like idolizes everyone around him. And Noya is like the one that you do idolize. So it'd be
exactly.
Do you want to be the mentor or the mentee?
Yeah.
So
Hinata's like in it with you. Noya's like, I'm gonna teach you.
yeah, exactly. Both great. I mean, you want one of each in your life, so it's a tough one. If I had to pick though, like a gun was to my head and I had to pick, I would say Hinata. I'd pick Hinata for sure.
Yeah, me too. He's just all around like one of the best characters in my opinion.
He's just such a lovable dude. Like, how can you not? Honestly. All right, number 5. See Bokuto or Akashi's Diary?
Oh, kind of already know what's in Akashi's diary.
Bokuto is in Akashi's Diary.
I would be curious to see if Akashi's
I saw Bokuto's thighs in the
Bokuto.
locker room today. We showered together. Nothing happened. Oh god.
Day 365, nothing still has happened.
Bokuto still does not realize I'm in love with him. Bokuto's would okay. First of all, Bokuto's would be interesting because to me, Akashi's very like if you read Akashi's diary, it's going to be very like this is exactly what happened today. How much does Bokuto embellish for his own sake?
Yeah, I don't know. I
So
feel
it
like
might be
it'd
kind of
very
fun.
boring. It just says, hey, hey, hey. Hated doing that.
That was perfect. Oh my god.
Did every second of that.
I'm gonna go with Bokuto.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Like I said, like we already kind of know what's in Akashi's diary.
Bokuto's in Akashi. We know. We
Just
all
that
ship it.
Bokuto is in Akashi.
That's all it says. Bokuto is in Akashi. Akashi is like Tina from Bob's Burgers and writes erotic friend fiction.
Literally.
So it's just going to be Akashi writes erotic fan fiction of him in Bokuto. I believe it. It's my headcanon now. Number 6, live through Tsukishima's eyes or live through Hinata's eyes for a day. Do you want to look down on everyone or look up at everyone? Metaphorically?
Do you want to be depressed or do you want to be the happiest person ever? If you kind of think about it, Tsukishima's more real. It more. This kind of goes with the flow, I guess, but kind of lets his idols, like you were saying, lead him. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Tsukishima's I feel like he also goes with the flow, but he doesn't really look into something unless he really wants to.
Wow, yeah. I'm gonna say Tsukishima's just because I have dogged on him so much throughout this entire podcast that I would have to justify my dogging on him. And thus the only way to do that is to live through Tsukishima's eyes for a day.
What says for a day? I read this as in life. I was like, oh fuck no.
You're like, no, either way I'm not making it.
I would say Tsukishima then. It would be really interesting to understand his point of view.
Yeah, totally.
We already kind of know Hinata's.
Yeah, we totally do. Yeah.
He said he wears his heart on his sleeve every day, so
yeah, Hinata just is Hinata. It's one of the things that we all like about him. So yeah. Okay, number 7, Corona Apocalypse. You are a coach and you need 12 Haikyuu players to take with you into a bunker and wait until the apocalypse ends. You can choose from any team and you can choose 2 managers. Who do you take? And as a bonus, what happens in the bunker in the first 3 days? What chaos happens? So we pretty much get to build an entire roster here.
Oh my god, I have to think about this.
We're gonna come back to this one. This is a tough one. We got to actually build it, so we'll come back to that one. Number 8, be a player at Nekoma or Karasuno. So I'm just gonna throw this out there. The school that Karasuno is based on is in a town that is less than 10,000 people, and I grew up in a town that was less than 10,000 people. Like I went to Karasuno to me was the school that I grew up with. Like that's my high school. It felt like
Yeah.
my high school. It's got people that are like the people. I mean, it's this hick town school. I have to go with Karasuno. Those are my people.
Exactly.
So I don't.
Karasuno, like everyone on that team is just so amazing. I feel like.
Yeah, they're all solid people for sure.
I say Nekoma. Because
Really?
I want to know. I want to know.
Because Nekomata's there.
Let's be honest.
Let's be honest, it's Nekomata.
Yeah. Kill me.
Well, does that mean then number 9 be a player at Fukurodani or Nekoma? Would you still be at Nekoma?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
haven't seen enough of Fukurodani. I've seen slightly more of Nekoma, so I'm like,
This is kind of a tough one for me because I don't really want to go to either one. But if I had to pick, I would go with I'm gonna go with Nekoma because I really like that their entire dynamic is teamwork. It's something that I believe in and I've tried to instill in every person I've ever met, that teamwork makes the dream work. So I'm gonna go with Nekoma.
that's a good answer.
Yeah.
I forgot about their whole like chant and everything.
Yeah.
About the blood.
Yeah. I mean, I totally would be down for a cringy thing like that.
Yeah. I would choose Nekoma just because, I don't know. I guess teamwork, like you said.
Yeah. I think it's a good
Also, Bokuto's on
Nekomata.
Fukurodani, so.
Oh, you're like no, Bokuto's there? No. Okay, be a player at Shiratorizawa or Seijo.
Either of them, I would just get dumped on. Like, honestly, like, I feel like you'd be expected to have this level of playing that I would never have. So,
Well, imagine that you are the ball boy then for those teams. Who do you want to be the ball boy for?
probably Shiratorizawa because I wouldn't get picked on as much.
Yeah, Shiratorizawa is a lot stricter. There's definitely like an eliteness that it feels like it's a very elite, serious. They don't have fun. That's what it
But
feels like.
on the other hand, you'd learn way more from Seijo because Shiratorizawa, there's a lot to learn, but there's only like a few things I feel like, where Seijo's way more based on the entire team, what each player brings to the table.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you think about it, Seijo's entire success has to do with Oikawa, though. I mean, once the third years leave, you don't hear anything about Seijo anymore because they're just not. It just isn't an elite school when it comes to. In truth, it's not. So,
True.
I mean, you probably would actually, if Oikawa's not there, you probably would be able to get on a Seijo and be all right. You don't know anything about volleyball, but I mean, you'd be like, yeah, it's you're tall enough. Actually, Torizawa actually is more about height than power, but
Yeah.
I don't know what I would pick. See, if I was really, really serious, I would pick Shiratorizawa.
Yeah.
But I'm also only 5'6", so I'm not getting onto Shiratorizawa.
You could be like the Libro.
First of all, you don't. No, that's not happening. I'd pick Seijo. I'd pick Seijo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be a player at Shinzen or Date Tech.
Shitzen?
Shitzen.
Date Tech. Like, that's not even a question for me.
Dude, you love Date Tech so much. That's like not even remotely. That's not even up for.
I love the amount of defensive power in that team. Like, it just amazes me.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's you're all about the D. The defense.
You would probably pick Shitzen. I'm just kidding.
No, I would actually pick Date Tech too. I really like Date Tech's playstyle.
How cool would that be to like be a part of the Iron Wall,
Yeah, it'd be. I mean, I'm way too short again, but it'd be really cool. So Date Tech for sure.
Like lift you up.
They just throw me up. It's the only way. We don't have an Iron Wall. We have missile defense. The Iron Curtain. Be a player at Shiratorizawa or Nekoma. Nekoma.
Again, yeah. I just feel like I'd get dumped on at Shiratorizawa.
I just think Nekoma. It comes back down to the teamwork aspect. Shiratorizawa is it's just too serious, and I mean Nekoma's serious too, but it's.
I want to have fun.
Yeah, I want to go have fun. If I'm like high school sports is about having fun. So Yeah, Nekoma for sure for me. And I'm thinking about like just some of the people on Shiratorizawa.
No.
And then as female, and I'm either going to be on the female team or I'm going to be a manager. So who do I want to deal with? I don't really want to deal with. I don't want to deal with bad bangs. Come on.
Oh yeah, they have 2 bad bangs. I mean, you could make fun of them.
Yeah, they get made fun of by Tendo, so it's fine. Number 13, be a player at Date Tech or Seijo. Well, you're gonna say Date Tech.
Date Tech.
You're gonna say Date Tech. That's tough for me. Yeah, I'm gonna say Date Tech too. Date Tech.
Really?
Be a player at Karasuno or Ubagawa at Karasuno. If Karasuno is my team. Like I'm gonna say Karasuno every time.
Ubagawa. I'm just kidding. Karasuno. That's not. Again, it's not even a question for me.
Yeah, I
don't know enough about Ubagawa.
Well, and like I said, for me, like Karasuno is like literally the high school that I went to, so it is the most relatable thing for me. So, number 15, which unpopular ship is better? I love rare pairs. Enoshida and Tanaka or Tadashi and Yachi.
I'm gonna have to say Tadashi and Yachi. I didn't know that was an unpopular ship.
I didn't either. I thought it was pretty popular. Tadashi and Yachi, I can see.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it'd be unpopular because Tsukushima and Tadashi is such a. It feels like like it's done. Like it just feels like it is a thing. It feels canon, even though it's not. Yeah, I'm gonna say Tadashi and Yachi. We see it, and even now, like if you're reading the manga, guys, like who is she watching the game with? Well, she's watching it with Tadashi and Tsukushima's there. Like she's like when Tadashi's in panel, Yachi's in panel too. I just think I can see it.
Do you think they're polyamorous?
I mean, it's possible. I'm sure.
Just think,
good for them. Good for them if that's the case.
Looking at the other ship, Enoshida and Tanaka,
I don't see it.
Yeah, I just see as like players, teammates.
Yeah, I don't even really see them as really good friends. So
True. Yeah.
And Tanaka's canonically with Kyoko, so I'm not going to break that up. We've
already said it on the podcast.
Yeah. Which unpopular ship is better, Tsukushima and Hinata or Seijo? So how do you feel about Tsukushima and Hinata as a coupling?
They need to stay opposite from each other.
It doesn't feel right. But I think that Coach and Big Sis is something that could totally happen. We talked about this on the ship podcast.
Yeah, and she's always there supporting them, Yeah, she's
totally
gotten drunk with Yukai multiple times.
Exactly. It's just it could happen. Yeah, totally. I would ship it. Yeah. I don't know if it's better, but I ship it. Which unpopular ship is better? Nekomata and Old Yukai or Nekomata and Isaac? Nekomata and Isaac, come on.
Oh my god.
How can you not ship Nekomata and Isaac? Isaac's love for Nekomata has been clear since day one. The minute Nekomata was on screen, that was Isaac's guy.
Nicely aimed.
Is Nekomata and Old Coach Yukai really an unpopular ship? Like they need to fucking get it over with. Like it's a thing. Like if you've read the backstory, it's like, dang, dude, like Nekomata.
And Nekomata, like, man, we just need to get it over with,
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I hate this. I'm gonna say Nekomata and Old.
Okay, well you're wrong because it's Nekomata and Isaac, but okay. Number 18, if you have the following players and you have to choose 2 to make a hybrid player, who do you pick? So, Tendo, Hinata, Tsukushima, Ione, and 6-7. Let's just appreciate the fact that no one knows 6-7's name.
Oh my god. It's true. 6-7 guy.
I would combine Hinata. Wait, no, I wouldn't.
Like that.
If I could take Hinata's optimism, energy, spirit, competitiveness, drive, and stick that into 6-7, that would be a hell of a player. Or like Tendo's craziness with no brows, that would be crazy too. Like
that would be
or like
defense.
Or like Hinata and Tsukushima merged into one. It would be nuts.
Oh my god. I think that's like the right answer right there. Hinata Tsukushima.
Yeah. I think that's the correct one. I'm gonna go with that one.
I'm gonna go with Tsukushima and Ione, or Ione, is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm. No brows?
Just because I want to see like ultimate defense.
Yeah, totally. Well, and that's the cool thing is you could like these are all metal blockers, so I mean you could mix any of them together and you're gonna have a pretty interesting character for defense. You have the following players and you have to choose two to make a hybrid player: Asahi, Ushijima, Tanaka, Daichi, and the Tiny Giant.
I'm like thinking.
I know. I was like, I'm gonna say Daichi and his all aroundness, like his ability to do good defense, with Ushijima.
That would be ultimate.
Yeah, it would be OP as fuck.
I'm gonna say the same thing.
Ushijima and Daichi. You have the following players, and you have to choose 5 to make a hybrid player: Daichi, Kuro, Suga, Oikawa, Oizumi, Asahi, Bokuto, Ushijima, Terushima, which is the party team captain, and Kai, which is the shaved head third year from Nekoma.
That is a lot.
Okay, so we get to mix 5. Okay, so
I have mine.
Okay, what's yours?
I'm gonna say Daichi, for his all-aroundness, Suga for his positive attitude and his ability to be a team player, Izumi just because he's an amazing player, Asahi for the same reason, Kai again, isn't that
Kai? Dude, I can't hear you.
Who is Kai?
Kai is the shaved head. Do you want me to send you a picture?
Sure.
He's the shaved head third year from Nekoma.
Okay, never mind. Ushijima.
You're like, never mind, don't like him. Okay, I would pick Kuro for his defense. And I think his captainship too. I think he's underrated as a captain, so I'm gonna take his captainship. I'm gonna take Oizumi, because he's a stud. Bokuto, because he's also a stud, so we're gonna make this dude powerful as fuck. Ushijima.
God. Just making like an ultimate just god player.
But I want to throw in Kai, and I want to throw in Kai because I love that Kai is this in the chaos that is Nekoma. There is Kai, like this level-headed, like he's able to stand in between Kuro and Yaku as they're arguing over which girl's hotter or which type of fish is better, or lack of fish that is, and
He's
just
like
be chill. He just smiles. He's like, this is awesome. So I want that, the combination of pure power with a level-headedness of Kai.
Wow. That is unstoppable.
I know, dude. Imagine getting in a fight with that motherfucker.
You're dead in one hit.
I mean, exactly. Number 20, who would win in an arm wrestling match? Oizumi or Ushijima? I believe it is actually canon that Oizumi is the master of arm wrestling. So I'm going to go with Oizumi.
I don't necessarily think you have to have super strong arms to be able to hit like Ushijima does. I just think it's practiced.
Well, and a lot of Ushijima's quote-unquote strength, and I mean that in like a broad sense, not just a literal sense, also comes from the fact that he's left-handed.
I'm going to say Oizumi too, because I feel like compared to Ushijima, I feel like people don't really see how good Oizumi is.
Yeah, like look at Oizumi's arms sometime. Like just look at that motherfucker. Like he is not like Ushijima's a big boy. Like let's just get that out of the way. Ushijima is he's a freaking wall of a man. Like he would be really good. He like okay, stick that dude on a football team or a rugby team. That's where he belongs.
Yeah, I think I was getting that vibe when I first watched season 3. Like, is he meant for volleyball or is he meant for another sport?
Exactly. Oizumi is just jacked. Like he's just a jacked dude. Like this dude is he's probably one of the overall strongest people. I think just from a looks perspective, like the visual that they give of him, I think he's probably the densest motherfucker. Like this guy is in the weight room every day.
Yeah, him and Noya.
Definitely. Okay.
So is there a new debate?
The arm debate?
Arms?
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, it's happening. Okay, guys, that's it. If you're listening, tell us who's got the best arms in Haikyuu. We're here for it. Best arms. Give us the sleeper hits. We want them. But yeah, there is like art out there done by Fudodate that shows an arm wrestling, and I believe that the champion is Oizumi. So I'm just gonna say that Oizumi could probably beat Ushijima.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I wouldn't want to fight Oizumi in a fist fight, so I probably wouldn't want to arm wrestle him.
Yeah.
I don't know if Ushijima could throw a punch. Honestly. Properly. He probably hurt himself if he threw a punch. He's a little cinnamon roll. He's softy. He's a little teddy bear.
Oizumi has like the mental capacity for that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he fucking hits Oikawa every day, so he has the practice. He's
already an abuser, so we already...
Oh, that's awful. Number 21. Who'd win in an arm wrestling match? Kuro or Daichi? Ooh.
I'm gonna have to say Daichi. No.
Daichi's a big boy. Daichi's dense.
Big.
Big boy. Not fat. Okay?
Oh, not a
Rise, if you're
basketball
listening.
player.
He's not a fat basketball player.
Oh, I wasn't gonna go there because I didn't know if you wanted this edited out or not.
No, it's staying in. Okay, guys. Isaac commissioned
Oh no.
fan art of Garnet and Daichi, and he got a fat basketball player and a Roblox character. Okay, I think Daichi would win. I think it'd be a tough one though. I think it'd be really close.
I don't know. I haven't seen enough of what Kuro can do.
I haven't seen enough of Kuro's arms to determine whether he would win in an arm wrestling match or not.
Would win in an arm wrestling match. Nekomata or Isaac?
Nekomata. Next question. Who would win in an arm wrestling match? Asahi or Kuro?
Asahi.
Asahi. Yeah, I think so too.
He's just a good spiker, so that's it.
That's it.
He big.
I think he's a pretty big boy, yeah. Kuro's big too. Kuro's just a lot more slender.
He's a lot more lean.
Yeah, there's like, he's like a city boy, and then you have the farm boys out there that are just built bigger. It's that simple. Who would win an arm wrestling match, Hinata or Tadashi? Okay, is this post-Brazil Hinata? Because post-Brazil Hinata would destroy probably anyone. He would, yeah. He would break Tadashi's arm. Now, if we're talking like baby Hinata and baby Tadashi, when they're 15 years old, I think Hinata would too. Hinata's just more athletic than Tadashi.
He has a lot more drive, and I feel like that comes with, I don't know, giving out. That sounds really bad.
Yeah, I think Hinata would win. No offense to Tadashi, he is athletic. Like that's the one thing Hinata has going for him is his athleticism. So Hinata.
Tadashi just doesn't have the same level of drive. I don't know. Like that's it.
Does Tadashi go home and do push-ups? No. Does Hinata? Yeah, he's probably doing push-ups right foot now. All right, number 24. Who would win in an arm wrestling match? Tanaka and Asahi versus Waizumi Jima. Ooh, that's like the two people from Karasuno that I think would win in any arm wrestling match against the Ultimate Champ and the other Ultimate Champ. So I'm gonna say Waizumi and Ushijima.
I'm gonna say that too.
Tanaka would be fighting though the whole way.
Yeah, he wouldn't. He'd be like the last to give up.
Absolutely. 25. Who would win in an arm wrestling match? Oikawa or Kageyama?
Oikawa.
Kageyama.
Really?
Yeah, I think Kageyama would beat Oikawa in a wrestling match. I think that. I think this is can be kind of weird thing to say here, but their bodies are built a little bit differently. Oikawa is slender. He's a little slim. I'm not saying he's not athletic. I mean, I'm sure if that dude took his shirt off, he's ripped. He's obviously got great muscles in his legs and his arms because he's able to play high-level volleyball, enough to go pro in Argentina. But Kageyama doesn't have that slenderness to him, so he's going to be a little bit beefier, a little bit bulkier, and I think that is going to attribute to his ability to overcome Oikawa in an arm wrestling match.
Yeah, I feel like Kageyama's more dense. Does that make sense? In the sense that he's not like as lengthy as Oikawa. Yeah,
exactly. And I think you can kind of see, if you've been keeping up on the manga, because a lot of this is like, okay, Oikawa at 18 is probably going to beat a 15-year-old Kageyama. Like, I mean, that's just like Oikawa. I mean, he's a man at that point. He's going to be a little bit stronger. He's been honing his body for a little bit longer, so of course he's going to win. But if we jump forward to where they're at in the manga and just looking at, like, Oikawa's still jacked. Like, I mean, it's not like he went and got fucking fat or something. But Kageyama is denser. He's just beefier. I think Kageyama would beat Oikawa. And so just taking that into consideration, that Kageyama's had time to finish growing and to continue to work on his body and his nutrition and his toning and everything, I think Kageyama would beat Oikawa.
Yeah.
All right, 26. Would Kageyama still be an amazing setter if he was deaf?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think Kageyama relies on all of his senses. A really good example of this, actually, is if you guys have watched the 4th season, you've seen this. When they go to play in Tokyo, and the ceiling totally throws off, and it is with everyone, but it is for Kageyama too, especially. It throws off his ability, his spatial awareness is thrown off. So his ability to set is thrown off, even if it's just an inch or two here or there, it makes a huge difference. Taking that into consideration, he obviously is going to have to be able to hear. He obviously uses hearing as a way to play the game, but showing that one of his senses was off just a little bit, it totally took him from being one of the greatest setters in high school to like mid-tier, if not lower. Now, obviously, what makes Kageyama so great is he was able to adjust very quickly, and it's a great scene. If you haven't seen the fourth season yet, the way they pulled that off, that was great. Like, they did such a good job with the directing and how they made you just felt like you were in Kageyama's head. I loved it. But I think that I think he needs all of his senses in order to be at the top of his game. So he would be knocked down to a mediocre level center, in my opinion.
I feel like just as much as sight, hearing is one of the bigger senses to have as a setter, because I'm thinking about how many times I've heard or seen in the show, and someone's like, Kageyama over here, or, you know, like even though they have a plan on what they're going to do, Kageyama always kind of changes that a little bit. I feel like that hearing, if he can't hear, that would be really bad for him as a setter.
Oh yeah, totally. And I think it's that way with any sport. Obviously, like as someone who played softball and baseball, like you need to be able to hear even something as simple like I played shortstop. I fielded the ball. My instinct was to move based on the sound that the ball had when it left the bat. So that's a huge part of any sport, and it's going to be a huge part in volleyball as well. So yeah, I think that I just don't think he would be as good. No. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't be a great volleyball player and be deaf, because you absolutely can. Like, people can overcome that. I don't know.
That was my.
No, you're fine.
Was my next question or question added onto this is: do you think he would be able to work around being deaf to then be at the level he is now?
I think he could. I think he could, because I think they showed it in that fourth season how he was able to adapt very quickly. I think Kageyama could do it. I just don't think it would be as natural. I think that, you know, I think if you take away one of his senses, he's just going to fall below the threshold of being great or amazing for a while, and he could eventually perhaps reach being a pro level, but I just don't think he would ever be as good. I just think Kageyama is too animalistic. Like, he really is, like, relies on his senses and his instincts in order to be great at volleyball. So that's just my opinion on it. So, and it depends. Is he born deaf? So it's something that he's never, you know, it's not like he suddenly has to overcome this, you know, this disability. It's something that he's just lived with. Then maybe he's going to be adapted to that. But does he lose his hearing in an accident at the age of 15, 16, 17 years old? Now he's spent his whole life building his game around having all of his senses, and now he has to adjust to being able to hear. I think that would play a factor into it as well.
There's so many different nuances with this question. It's such a good question too. Like, I would have never thought of this question, but if you actually think about it, would like throw him off indefinitely. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's a good question. It's a great question. We'd love to hear everyone's opinion on it. Number 27, of the following people, who is your favorite? Ooh, I love these. Daichi, Inoshita, or Tadashi? Ooh, that's a tough one.
It is a tough one. They are just...
oh my god, it's the three captains. I just realized that. Yeah. It's the three... So with the captain, who is your favorite Karasuno captain? That is just not fair.
That's not fair.
That's not fair. It's not fair. Shit. I love them all. I love every single. I can't pick.
I can't. Oh, I'm gonna say Tadashi.
That's fair. Okay, yeah. And especially because
his moment in the animation with the being able to do the jump float serve perfectly, just like, it was amazing.
Yeah. That's fair. I can appreciate you saying Tadashi. I can't pick, because Daichi is like a bro. I mean, he is the first captain. He's there for everyone. He's the one who makes Karasuno great again. I mean, not him alone, but it is his leadership that takes them there. I don't think you ever see a captain that is as well-rounded in captainship as he is. Inoshita, I loved his entire arc. I loved that he had ran away, and he had to come back. Like, I'm doing that right now. I'm about to go back to school, and so I get it. Like, I feel like I ran away from school, and now I got to go back. And I
Yeah.
love his drive when he's out there on the court, and he says, he's talking about how it doesn't matter anymore because I'm the one who's out here now, so I'm the one who's got to be good. It's not doesn't matter if Daichi's not here. It doesn't matter that I ran away before. I'm here. I'm gonna do the best that I freaking can for this team, and I love that. I love that about Enoshina, and I love that he is the brother of the second years, and he's the only one that really can wrangle everyone in. He's as much as Daichi can. Like, Enoshita's the same way, and people listen to Enoshita. They love him. They respect him.
And
Enoshita's great.
the perfect leadership role, like that is something that not everyone has. The ability to make people listen and work as a team.
Exactly, and I think you can see what kind of a captain he would be because Enoshita and Tadashi's moments happen at the same time. I mean, they're intertwined, and Tadashi is able to go out there onto that court with Enoshita, and Enoshita is there for him. And afterwards, he shows what a great leader is supposed to do. A great leader stops shit from rolling downhill, and that's what he does when Coach Yukai goes after Tadashi. He puts himself physically between the two of them and says, "He knows, Coach. He knows better than anyone." And for Tadashi, that was huge, I think, because it was Enoshita out loud saying to Tadashi, "You know you messed up. Like, you don't need any. You can dwell on that yourself. Like, you are aware of what you've done. But then at the same time, he said, I'm here for you. You're gonna overcome it. I'm not gonna let anyone put you down for this. You already know you're gonna grow from this." So for me, like, that was a huge moment for me as someone who's a leader myself, and I admire people that have great leadership qualities. Enoshita, like, just for me became a great in that single 30-second scene.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna change my answer to Enoshita because
Tadashi's great too. I mean, Tadashi's
yeah.
We've talked about it millions of times. Tadashi's got some of the, I mean, you want to know how to develop a fucking character. Tadashi is a great example of how to take a little fucking piece of shit and turn them into a freaking gold mountain. Everybody loves Tadashi.
Atom in this universe does not mean anything to the universe, and just turn them into
then boom, a nuclear explosion.
Boom.
Yeah.
Black hole.
So
Enoshita's great.
I love Enoshita.
It is so. How do you even write a leader? Like, it's just hard, I feel like.
I mean, you just have to experience it, and you have to, be in that situation yourself, or watch someone who's great be in that situation. So you just gotta live.
I feel like a leadership role is way more vulnerability than any other,
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, you are,
because you're putting yourself aside for the entire team, and you're helping everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. And he's good at it. He is. Of the following people, who's your favorite? Oikawa, Tsukushima, or Kageyama?
Forfeit this question.
I'll answer this question. I love all three of these guys. For different reasons. I love the tragedy of Oikawa. I think that people that dismiss Oikawa because he's petty forget that he's 18 years old and he's had a lot happen to him. He has. And to watch that journey from beginning to end, and he's not a bad person. I think people see Oikawa as a bad person. If he was a bad person, Oizumi wouldn't be his friend. Because Oizumi, to me, like, if you want to talk about just an all-around fantastic person, that's Oizumi. Like, Oizumi is someone you want on your side because he's going to be loyal, but he's going to be real. And as the minute you betray something about his core values, you're gonna it's not gonna be an ass kicking. He's gonna walk away from you, and you're gonna lose out on that. So I think that, and he has a great friendship with the other third years too, and his team follows him. They're not gonna follow someone who's a bad person, and Oikawa is not a bad person. So, and I think that, to me, what really solidified him as a very great and interesting character is the Brazil arc and how he came to Hinata's aid, and he literally saved Hinata. Like, Hinata was depressed, he was in a dark place, he didn't have any money, he didn't have any food, he'd lost everything he had, and who shows up? Oikawa does. And who gets Hinata back to loving volleyball and back to loving life, which is huge. Like, the one thing to go back to loving a hobby, it's another thing to want to get up every day and have that smile that made Hinata Hinata. That was Oikawa. Yeah. So Oikawa wouldn't do that if he was a bad person. He respects Hinata.
That is like the most, I feel like, good person thing you can do, like, get really somebody out of that slump.
Yeah, because he could have just left him there. He could have just been like, "Oh, you're that asshole that beat me in high school. in my career. Like, I'm never gonna, holy shit, it's Hinata. What? It's a shrimpy, like, and he took care of him. So, and then when they played volleyball together, it was great. So I think if you dislike Oikawa, I understand. It's because you've dealt with an Oikawa in your life and you didn't get along. That's why you don't like him. But as being objective about it and removing your emotions from it, great, fantastic, well-written character. Tsukishima's the same thing. Tsukishima, we've talked about this. I would not get along with Tsukishima in real life. I can't stand him. But his development is so goddamn good. Like, you can't tell me that if you disliked Tsukishima when he first showed up, that you don't think he's a freaking badass when they're playing Shiratorizawa, because he solidified himself as a freaking badass in that moment. And I love it. I love that I was able to have that 360 or 180 feel on him. And that I just think he's a great freaking character. So I can't, as much as I would think he's a salty bitch, I can't dislike him.
Just a great character, great like person,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's probably the worst person out of these three.
Yeah.
I mean, like, honestly, like, person that would be the least helpful to you, Tsukishima. And Kageyama, I could do a whole episode about Kageyama. I love Kageyama. I love his character. I love everything he's about. And Kageyama is, again, has a social IQ of a rock, so you just have to take that into consideration when you're dealing with Kageyama. But he's not a bad person. There's not an evil bone in Kageyama's body. So I can't. I love all three of them. Again, I just love all three of them. So I can't answer that question. Okay.
Who's your? Wait. I don't know if I chose.
Oh, you didn't.
You
You said you were gonna forfeit the question.
That's right. Yeah, I'm gonna forfeit.
Really? Oh my god.
Tsukishima.
Okay, I can accept that. Number 29. Of the following people, who's your favorite? And it's all of the Bad Bangs. Original Bad Bangs, Tendo, Shirabu, or Goshiki?
Tendo, hands down.
Man, I'm gonna.
Now, and that's not saying that Shirabu and Goshiki don't have good qualities, other than
their bangs.
Other than being a good
bangs
player.
Not included.
Bangs not included. Bangs sold separately.
Bangs sold separately.
I just feel like Tendo is objectively better.
Yeah, Tendo is a character that you can't help but really like him. I mean, he comes in and he's a jerk, and you just want to dislike him so much, but he's fun. And then they kind of dig into his backstory, and you see how much volleyball means to him, and you see what he's been through, and you kind of just go, all right, like, it's hard to dislike him at that point. And his hair didn't get any better, so let's be real, he's still got bad bangs. They're just up now.
You know
but
what
anyways,
it is? He's a troll. I feel
he's literally a troll. Oh my god.
Because he's not like he's trying to ruin someone's life, but he's like still trying to make you feel some way, Yeah. At the end of the day, he's not an objectively bad person.
Agreed. And not to say that Shirabu and Goshiki are bad people, but they dive so much more into Tendo that it's a little easier for us to feel emotionally attached to him.
Yeah. Agreed.
All right. Number 30. Of the following people, who's your favorite? Yukai, Nekomata, or Takeda? Okay, Isaac, we already know what your answer is.
Takeda is just completely out. He's not even part of this question.
Yeah, you really don't like Takeda. You're the only fan I've ever met that's like, I don't like Takeda. Like, Takeda?
Talkies?
Talkies? You don't like Talkies?
Love Talkies. Don't like Takeda. He's just the most average character out of anyone in that show. Like, you want to talk about
so much for Karasuno. He does so much. Like, how can you? He got them Coach Yukai. He got them the practice match against Nekoma, the practice match against Ioba Josai. Like, he is one of the things that helped build him up from the ground. I mean, he is a fucking legend. Like, he belongs in the Karasuno Hall of Fame.
I'm gonna take the L for this one because I completely forgot he did that. I'm gonna have to rewatch.
True, that's true. You've only seen once, and that was a long time ago. So
yeah, I'm still gonna say Yukai though, because
yeah,
an amazing coach. Like, I don't think there is any better coach. You can say, Yukai. I think Yukai's might not be the best at. Obviously, there's a coach. There's always a coach or a player that's better in terms of like the game sense or playing, I guess. He's just the best one when it comes to team, they need him and he needs them.
Yeah, I think that Yukai is. I think as great as Karasuno is, they don't get to nationals without Coach Yukai. And Yukai, you haven't seen the fourth season yet, so when you get to this point, you're gonna really appreciate it. When Hinata calls Yukai, and Yukai is there to tell him what to eat. Like, this is how you build your body. Like, make sure you eat this food. And it's like, it's such a great moment because it reminds you that Yukai understands that being an athlete, it's more than just going through the motions during practice. It's a lifestyle. And he's there to help Hinata grow. And a huge reason why Hinata grows into the beefcake that he becomes is because he understands the importance of nutrition, and a huge part of that is Coach Yukai.
Yeah, just an amazing character overall.
He's great. I love Coach Yukai. Speaking of Yukai, do you ship Takeda and Yukai?
Me personally, I don't, but I'm not denying it. Like, I see it.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Like, it's you can see it. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
If it happens, it happens. That's all we're saying. We're not shippers. So as we've said before, but do we see it as a ship? Yes.
We're not going to deny that, but
do you ship Takeda and Kyoko?
No, I don't see it.
And I don't either. And I only ship Kyoko with two people, which is Tanaka, which is canon, and I accept it. And Yachi. That's the only ones that I will ever ship Kyoko with.
Yeah.
All right. Tsurushima or Bokuto, so that's a party captain. So that's how you know him as party captain. Or Bokuto, who's crazier. Okay, first of all, let's get this out of the way. Party captain was disrespectful as fuck to Kyoko. Disrespectful little bitch. So I'm gonna have to say that at least Bokuto would never do that.
That's pretty crazy.
I don't know if it's crazy, it's just he's an asshole. So let's just get that. Like, he's a freaking asshole. He's an asshole for harassing Kyoko. And not just harassing her, like, him and his surrounded her. Like, what the fuck, man?
I don't know about that. That was, like, too much.
I actually really liked it because it showed one thing. Hinata is a fucking badass because he did not hesitate to jump in there knowing he could get his ass kicked. Like, what a badass. But it made me dislike him, like, immediately. He's a fun character, like, super fun, but he's an asshole. So I'm just gonna go with him just because he's an asshole.
Hopefully he grows out of that.
Yeah, I hope so.
Not good.
Teenage boy, that's how they are. That's not an excuse. That's not a fucking excuse. But that's the one thing is, like, Karasuno doesn't have anyone like that. Like, everyone can say all they want about, like, Tanaka and Noya, but, like, Tanaka especially never crosses a line. Like, he never disrespects her. Not once does he make her feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, there's a difference between liking someone and just kind of having your own fantasy, I guess, and then, like, forcing it.
Yeah, there's a difference between having a crush and trying to flirt and failing miserably and harassment.
Exactly.
Okay, Bokuto or Tendo, who's crazier? Like, two different kinds of crazy right there. Yeah, Tendo.
It's two different kinds. Tendo is crazier in his sense, I feel like Bokuto.
I've said this before, Bokuto is the frat boy who's shotgunning a Bud Light at some party right now, shirtless, beer pong. And Tendo is not at that party. So, like, those are the two right there. Tendo's busy drawing manga in his bedroom or whatever, so. Two different types of crazy. So they're both crazy. This next one's hard, though. Tadashi or Inoshida? Who is more captain-like?
Oh my god, I'm gonna say Inoshida.
It's Inoshida. We don't know. We don't get to see Tadashi continue to grow. But Inoshida as a second year is one of the most captain-like people in the entire franchise. So, Inoshida. Do you ship Tadashi or Inoshida together? I don't. I don't ship them together. No,
I don't even see it. Like,
yeah, I don't either. If that's your rare pair, then that's an interesting one. But it's not ours.
That's fine. I just don't see it.
I don't either. 37. Who's crazier, Tanaka or Tigerhead? So Tigerhead is Yamamoto.
I don't see Yamamoto as being crazy. I just see him as like pumped up,
He's just same with Tanaka. Yeah, they're both kind of the same level of, like,
they're in it.
They're in it. They're in it to win it, and they're just typical high school boys. They just got a lot of adrenaline going all the time. So 38. Haikyuu or Steven Universe?
Oh,
Isaac, it's all you.
Okay, I'm gonna pull a move that everyone does when they're faced with hard questions.
Not gonna answer.
Okay, so IQ brings something completely different than Steven Universe. So in some ways they're the same, but in a lot of ways they're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's hard to kind of compare the two.
I'm kind of in the same boat as you. Like, I started this as a massive Haikyuu fan. I'm still a massive Haikyuu fan. That's not going to change. You started this as a massive Steven Universe fan. You're still a massive Steven. That's not going to change. Like, we both love the shows that we started out with. We've just come to love the shows that we've discovered through the podcast.
Yeah, if anything, it's just like new love for new shows, I feel like.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't pick. There it's like trying to pick. I don't know. Would you rather? Fuck, I don't fucking know. I was trying to think of an example.
Would you rather be a lesbian space rock or
a gay volleyball player? Do you want to be a lesbian space rock or a gay volleyball player? You know, it's hard to pick. Yeah, they're both great franchises, and they're great for their own reasons, and it's hard to pick one or the other. So we love them both. Okay, so would you rather never eat coffee again, which comes from saying. So yes, I did say eating my coffee once. Never eat coffee again and no Haikyuu, but you don't have to pay for anything, or have endless coffee and Haikyuu and you have to pay 1.2 times as much for things than usual. So bread is $5 before, and now bread is $6. I mean, the economy is going to shit anyway, so I'll just fucking, as long as I can watch Haikyuu.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we're fucked anyways. Like, let's just give me Haikyuu and coffee, and we'll find a way through this, guys. We're gonna get through this together.
Better days, hopefully.
Yeah, I need my Haikyuu. So, I need my Haikyuu, my coffee.
I'm gonna say never eat coffee. I drink coffee. I don't eat it. I didn't know that said and no Haikyuu.
Yeah, you don't get any Haikyuu so everything costs.
You don't get coffee and you don't get Haikyuu. But
yeah, you don't get both.
I'd rather pay $6 for bread then.
Give me the $6 bread, damn it. Bread only cost me like bread. Yeah, I was gonna say that's some good bread. I don't know where you live, but that's some good fucking bread because I have not spent that much on bread in a long time. And when I did, it came from a bakery and it was very fancy. So,
About Fran's Bakery.
Fran's Bakery, what the fuck? Number 40, the Karasuno third years or the Karasuno first years.
Don't do this. Third years.
Dude, okay, so the third years have a special place in my heart.
I do this. Like, this isn't an evil question.
If you didn't, like, I love the first years because it's Hinata, it's Kageyama, it's Tsukishima, it's Tadashi, it's Yachi, you know, it's a set of characters that grow so much. Like, their growth just continues. But the third years, like, the emotional connection that I made with the third years and their journey is so much greater to me than the emotional connection I made with the first year's journey. Because the first years, this is how I viewed it. The first years have 2 more years to get there if they don't make it this year. For the third years, this is their last freaking chance together, and then that's it. They're not going to go continue playing volleyball together unless they're playing it for fun. If they even see each other, they could end up in totally different towns, and they actually did. So I think that the third years, I have to pick them because to me, the journey of Haikyuu, when it first started, and up until recently, up until the Brazil arc, so the entire time that we follow Karasuno, I was rooting for Karasuno because I cared so much about the.
Oh, okay. That was weird. You just kind of cut out for a second.
Oh, did I? Well, I'm back. So you don't have an answer then.
Wait, what? I thought you were still talking on your answer.
No, I'm done. I got cut off. I don't know when I got cut off, so I can't go back into that rant.
Okay. I already said the third years, just because it's the third years.
Yeah. We're in agreement. Karasuno third years. Number 41, who is less athletic? Sugawara or Kenma?
Kenma.
I think Kenma's less athletic too, yeah. Suga's not an athlete, but he's not unathletic at the same time.
The way that Kenma carries himself, you know, I can't imagine going to the gym after school or game.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put this out there. We've seen Sugawara without a shirt on. He's not a chubby guy. Like he's built, like he's toned, okay? He's not as like he doesn't have a fucking six pack like Tanaka, but he's a toned guy. Like there's not a lot of fat on him. I bet if Kenma took his shirt off, we wouldn't be as impressed. So I'm gonna have to go with Suga.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kenma's less wow athletic.
Athletic.
Kenma is less athletic than Suga. Let's get that out of there. Not that Suga's super, like, he's obviously the least athletic person on Karasuno, so it's not,
Yeah.
we're not saying much there.
Like, compared to Kenma?
Yeah, I mean, Kenma's gotta be the least athletic person in the whole fucking show.
Yeah.
Number 42. What do you think the following character's reaction to the coronavirus would be? Bokuto, Kuro, Oikawa? Who do you think? So we'll start with the first one, Bokuto. How is Bokuto reacting to the coronavirus?
Well, he's definitely that kid that's like, I'm not gonna mess up my spring break, and then spread it to everyone at the beach.
Yeah, Bokuto's at the beach right now doing that shotgun and that beer shirtless, but he's on the beach this time. 100% that is what Bokuto's doing. Yeah. Fucking Bokuto, ruining it for everyone. Bokuto, stay home! Damn it. Okay.
Kuro, I feel like, he's staying home.
Yeah, he's probably, I mean, at most, if he's visiting anyone, he's going across the hallway, more or less, so to speak, to Kenma's. You know, that's as far as he's gonna go. He's a smart kid. Like, he's not gonna go out there and spread this shit. He's probably trolling people on Facebook and Twitter and stuff. I see him on there. Yeah, he's posting. He's the one posting the memes.
He's probably talking about how he has a fever and stuff like that.
He's like, guys, I can't smell. Oikawa's going fucking crazy right now. He's on Snapchat hitting up chicks, but not getting anything because he's stuck at home. Oikawa's living. This is hitting Oikawa hard, guys.
Yeah, because he's smart enough to stay home, but then he's pissed because he can't see anyone.
He's probably texting Oizumi like every 5 minutes, just complaining about how bored he is.
Yeah.
And Oizumi is not having it. Probably blocked Oikawa's number.
Yeah, I feel like Oizumi's kind of similar to Kuro. Smart enough to stay home, but still like on the internet. Because what else do you do in quarantine?
Yeah, he's probably, I think Oizumi's probably working out. Like, he's probably getting his workout in.
Yeah.
If anything, if he's on the internet, he's posting YouTube videos on how to work out at home.
Yeah.
Asahi loves this. He doesn't have to go in public.
Yeah, he's like, I do this every day.
He's probably staying fit, he's like set, but I think Asahi's would be
thriving.
He'd be scared at the same time. Like, he'd be like the person who's like, oh my god, like, he runs out of toilet paper and he's like, what do I do? He's like, he's like in constant panic mode 24/7. And I bet Suga's like sending him shit that's just making him even more panicked.
Oh my god, that's true.
Because who's really thriving in this is Suga.
Yeah. Honestly.
Noya's going fucking crazy. Noya's probably kind of like Bokuto. Like, I could kind of see Noya being out like, it's not going to defeat me,
Not even realizing what they're doing.
Yeah. What's
We're stronger than this virus.
We're strong. We'll just go beat this virus up. You have COVID-19. He starts beating him up.
Oh my god.
Sukashima's the one thriving. Come on. He loves this.
He's the ultimate thrive.
Yeah, he's also trolling people online 100%. Like, he's out there dealing the memes right now.
This is his fantasy right now. Like,
it probably is. Like, honestly, he's loving it. Hinata going fucking crazy. Hinata's panicked, but he's also stir crazy.
Hinata's like Asahi in the sense that he's panicked, and then Noya in the sense that he's going crazy, but he won't. I don't think he'll go outside. I think he cares about life in society too much.
Yeah, I could see. I bet Hinata's staying home, but he's probably like constantly texting Kageyama, being like, "Oh my god, Kageyama, did you hear that another person died from coronavirus?" And Kageyama's like, "Oh my god, shut up."
He's panicking, texting Kenma, and Kenma's like, "I'm okay."
Yeah. Kenma's busy playing Metal Gear Solid and is like, "Shut up." But Kenma's probably, he's one of the. We're gonna go to Kenma next. Kenma's one other option here. Kenma is loving this shit. Like, come on.
Yeah, I think more than Sugashima, this is like Kenma's ideal social fantasy.
Yeah, and he's not worried about it. I'm sure he's just taking it in stride and loving it. He gets to stay home and play video games. He doesn't have wet. Like, he can chill at home and play video games. Like, he's the only visitor
Sorry.
he has to deal with is fucking Kuro. Like, he's probably doing great.
Your mic just cut out a little bit, and all I heard was Kenma wet, and I was like, "What? What is she talking about?"
I don't understand why my mic is cutting out. God, stop. Yamaguchi, how's Tadashi doing?
I feel like he'd be panicked, but not like super.
He'd be like a reasonable level of concerned.
Yeah, like the average not American citizen anywhere.
And then Tigerhead, Yamamoto. Yamamoto is with Bokuto on the beach right now.
Oh, definitely. They are spreading that virus. 2020.
They are spreading that virus. Oh my god.
They're like the type of people that go into a Walmart and take all of the juice bottles and drink out of it and put them back on the shelves. That's what they're doing.
They're ice cream lickers.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
That's a felony. Don't do that, guys.
That's just horrible. Like, you're a horrible person if you do that.
Yes. Number 43. Would you make a comic if Isaac drew the pictures and Jackie wrote the story?
I'm down.
Yeah, fuck yeah, totally. Yeah. I mean, Isaac's working on his own comic right now, but if he ever finishes that, I would be happy to work on a comic with Isaac. Be fun.
I mean, we kind of already have.
Yeah, hey, if you guys haven't read 12 Hot Dogs in One Hand.
I completely forgot.
I forgot too. So there is a comic out there that we did. It's 4 chapters. I'm going to warn you, it's very Adult Swim humor, and it's called 12 Hot Dogs in One Hand Grenade. I wrote it. Our buddy Ray Henderson did the art, and then Isaac did a fantastic job coloring it. It is a great piece of art. I mean, I'm not going to say the stories are artistic because they're just trolling. Like, it's shit posting in comic form, but it exists. So there is a comic out there that we worked on together.
I think I'm gonna say this. I think it is as funny as Haikyuu theme comic. What's that called? Haikyuu-boo or something like that?
Haikyuu-boo?
Yeah.
Which, if you guys haven't read Haikyuu-boo, you really need to. It's got me hardcore a couple moments, like losing my shit laughing. The one with the Mia twins switching bodies, and they accidentally killed around, and one of them is ascending, and he even says, he's like, "Help me, I'm ascending." That, to me, like, I've never laughed so hard in my life. Like, I'm trying not to laugh right now thinking about that. Was one of the funniest freaking moments in comic book history. Like, that was top tier. Off topic, but moral of the story is that we have worked on a comic together, and you know what? We'll probably work on something in the future.
I don't see why not. Like, I just feel like we're too creative to not do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Definitely. Yep. So look forward to it. It's going to happen. It's probably not going to be a sports comic. Just get that out of the way. I can't imagine Isaac making a basketball comic. It's going to feature we're going to have a fat basketball player in our comic. So yes. 44. Is Tendo's hair the same as Bokuto, just a Satan version?
Oh, wow.
I mean, yeah, it kind of is. Yeah.
I see it.
I see it.
I just think Tendo's is more fluffier. Does that make sense?
Fluffier? There's
more to it. Whereas Bokuto, like, clearly gets his hair cut that way and dyed and everything.
Yeah, and I feel like Bokuto has, like, probably too much gel in his hair. Like, you need a lot to spike your hair, but, like, he probably puts way too much product in his hair.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't wash his hair for a long time. Like, you know, I'm sure, like, I mean, I can imagine him, like, not wanting to fuck up his hair in the shower. So he's like after
let's go another day.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that.
Yeah, Bokuto's probably a little stinky.
Stinky boy.
Stinky boy. Number 45. Who are your top 5 characters in the Haikyuu franchise? I can only have 5? Okay, top 5. In no particular order. This is no particular order. I don't know if I can pick 5. Kageyama.
That's hard. Like, every character is just so good.
The Mia twins as one character, and I say that because I love the fact that one of them took volleyball so seriously and went pro and was destined to be pro, and the fact that, I mean, the whole thing with their characters is they just don't give up. Like, and that's fantastic. It's a big theme in Haikyuu, but I mean, they wanted it so bad. They wanted to be the best so bad. Specifically, Atsumu wanted to be the best so bad, and he kind of dragged his brother along with him. But then I love the fact that his brother knew when to step away, and the fact that there's these two brothers and the diverging path that they took. To me, it's one arc, it's one character. Like you can't have like one. It's one twin isn't interesting without the other one. So I'm gonna count them as one character. As much as I talk shit about them specifically, Atsumu, I talk shit about him all the fucking time. Fantastic character, like really is, and he a huge part of him being fantastic is his brother, and the fact that his brother is just their relationship and how their relationship played off on each other and how they grew as they got older. And so Kageyama, the Miya twins, Sugawara. Okay, I'll just get that out of there. I love Sugawara. I think he's rated as far as I've only picked setters so far. I love setters apparently. Lev, I really like Lev.
Oh, I forgot about Lev.
How can you forget about Lev?
I don't know.
I love Lev's journey. I miss him. I'm missing him right now, guys. I'm missing him hardcore. I hope we get to see Lev soon. He's fun. He's just a fun character. He's someone you could get along with, but he also has a desire to be great, and he wants to achieve that greatness. And he's real in the sense that he doesn't want to do the shit he doesn't want to do. Like he doesn't want to practice receipts because that's fucking boring, dude. I get it. Hell yeah, dude. I get it, but he still wants to be the most important.
Be good at that sport. Yeah, I'm all for that.
He still wants to be a great teammate, and it's something that he learns what teamwork is, and I think that's a fantastic journey. And I think that Lev is a fun character. So now I have to pick a last one, and this is the hard part for me because there's a lot of characters that could fill a top 5 list for me. I just think about I love Yachi. I love Daichi.
Daichi and Yachi are some of the ones I had to kind of like sift through, but I was like, oh no.
It's hard. I really like Kawa. I actually really like Kendaichi. I didn't appreciate Kendaichi until we sat down and watched this together, and Kendaichi's a pretty interesting. We talked about him hardcore in the last podcast. I didn't appreciate Kendaichi enough, but I like Kendaichi Waizumi. I like Ushijima. I like Tendo. Even just within Nekoma, like I love quite a few characters from there. I don't really like a lot of. What?
Oikawa?
Oh, I love Oikawa. Yeah, I don't really like a lot of the characters they meet at nationals. Weirdly enough, aside from the Miya twins, I just didn't really care for. Like they're great, but the characters you're introduced to in Miyagi are just, man, they're just the pinnacle of awesome. I don't know. I don't think I can pick a list. It's been hard picking 4. I really don't want to go with another setter.
Don't do it. I've already gone this far.
It's more like, who are your top 5 setters? You're like, all right. No, actually, I'm gonna go with Iwaizumi. I love Iwaizumi. I think he's underrated by the fans. I think he was a great balance to Oikawa, because Oikawa is the first villain, and his right-hand man is just a fantastic human being, and I love that. I love that was the contrast that we were given. But he has his own journey that he goes through. I think Iwaizumi's underrated by the fans. So either Iwaizumi or Noshita would have been my last 2, but I think I'm gonna go with Iwaizumi on this one, just to give him some love that I don't think even we've properly given Iwaizumi enough love on this podcast. So those are gonna be my top 5. Kageyama, the Miya twins, Duga, Lev, and Iwaizumi.
It's interesting you went with setters, but I get it because, like, the conductors, they kind of control the entire team in a way.
Yeah, in the setters, I think overall in Haikyuu, what's interesting is they have contrasting personality types. So it's a little easier to, even just within, you just look within Karasuno, the personality types between Sugawara and Kageyama are total opposites.
Total opposite.
But they're both characters that are very relatable to me. They're characters that I can get behind and believe in and root for, and they both have journeys that I really connected with emotionally. So I think that's why it's so easy to pick setters. And then the Miya twins is a little different because, Atsuma's he's a setter, but his journey doesn't mean as much to me without his brother's story alongside it. And I think that really solidified for me where we're at now in the professional arc in the manga. I should have warned you guys. There's going to be a lot of spoilers in this podcast. And the fight he had with his brother, because his brother turned, which isn't a surprise. His brother fucking is a foodie, like food sexual. This dude loves food more than fucking anything on the planet. And he made the decision that he would rather be a food vendor. He's a fucking he's a vendor at the fucking at the convention. He's a vendor at the game. Like he's a food vendor at the game, guys. Like this is a guy who could have gone pro. He could have become a pro volleyball player. He could have went out there and been famous and got all the money and got all the chicks and lived an easy life. But he decided that what was more important to him was following his true passion, his true dream.
Yeah, that's his true
that's
love.
his love. Yeah, exactly. And even if that meant going against the expectations that people had for him, because people expected him to go pro, including his own brother, and they had always fought, but that was like the big fight for them. And they have this moment where, Atsumi tells him, well, when we're 80 years old, I'm going to laugh and say I had the most fun. And I think it goes to show that everyone's life is different. And in that journey, it's interesting watching the journey that they go through together as brothers. And it's something that you go through with your friends or even within your own self. And I just, so for me, that kind of solidified. And like I said, they're two characters, but they have to exist together. And so whether he's a setter or not, it just so happens he's a fantastic setter. The Mia twins got to be on that list. And then, I mean, Lev, like I said, just fun. He's a fun character, and Oizumi is underrated. So those are my 5.
This was hard for me too because I just want to include every character, minus Yahaba.
Nobody likes Yahaba. Fuck Yahaba.
Yeah, just
not literally, but like Yahaba is just. He's not a bad character. He's just a shithead.
He's
like the party captain. Like, you just want to kick his ass. Like, I just want to find him and just fucking kick his ass.
He's leading Bokuto and Tigerhead to the beach. Like,
dude, he's the one who invited everyone to the beach. He's on fucking, like, sending everyone Snapchats. Yo, come down to the beach, guys. And everyone's like, okay, let's go. Yeah. Fuck you, Yahaba. Fuck you. Anyways, continue.
So, number 1, I have to say Hinata, like,
fair.
Me, it's just a given. His like drive and passion is just unmatched. Any character I've seen in any animation for a while. Not only that, but like every character around him, they learn something from him. He makes them a better character, a better person. Next pick is, would it be bad saying Kenma and Hinata as one person?
No, I mean I did that with the Mia twins. I think it's fair that you could.
Okay, so those two together, simply because I think it's so cool the way that Kenma sets, his style. I mean, saying them together because they kind of help each other get through nationals, or not nationals, but like games, like tournaments and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
They're like the only ones that stay in contact, I feel like.
Well, and Kenma becomes Hinata's sugar daddy. I mean, it's like, their friendship was real. It was authentic, and he felt that it was real and authentic, and that it continued, and to the point where Kenma was willing to sponsor Hinata when, how many people were really going to take a gamble on him? Well, Kenma didn't have an issue with it, so I think, Kenma did that because he believed in Hinata, and he believed in Hinata because that's his best friend. Honestly, Kuro's fam. Like, there's anyone that's lived long enough understands the difference between fam and friend. Okay, yeah. Like Kuro is fam, Hinata's friend. So
I feel like we should upload a chart that just says fam and friend. like what are those called? Oh, those charts.
Fuck, I don't know.
A pie chart.
Venn diagram. Yeah.
The next one is gonna have to be Tadashi, simply because like what an amazing character arc.
Yeah,
it's
definitely
too good. I kind of see myself in Tadashi, especially when I was in high school. I'm just very reserved. And my next one would have to be Tsukishima. Again, amazing character development. And even after that character development, he's still kind of main snarky, I've come to respect his character as a whole because of his playstyle and watching him grow in that sense. And my next one is going to have to be Yukai.
Oh, good choice, Yukai. Yeah.
Because like we've talked about throughout this whole podcast, he is like the dad of Karasuno.
He really is. He cares so much. Like it's fantastic.
It's that caring, like that I don't think many coaches have. Like you look at Shiro Torizawa's coach, he doesn't care.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't see Ushijima as the same way that Yukai sees Daichi or Asahi. I mean, it's just not the same. Or even, like I said, I mean, you look back on Yukai, I mean, he's there telling Hinata what to eat. And then you see it actually before. I think, you haven't done a rewatch yet, but go back and rewatch. And, when Yukai first shows up in the show, he's just that asshole that runs the convenience store at the bottom of the hill, and you don't know who he is. And the kids
I
are making
remember that.
Yeah, and the kids are making a bunch of noise, and he comes out and he tells them, eat a proper meal, go home and get some sleep. And he's obviously yelling at them, but he makes the point, he already cares about them. He's not even their coach yet, and he's like, you're volleyball players, eat well, sleep well, take care of yourself. Like, he cared before he was even their coach, and I think that goes to show you what a great freaking guy Yukai is.
It's gonna be my top 5. Daichi and Yachi were so close on this list. Like, I did not want to leave them out, but I had to. If we're only picking 5.
But I mean, shout out to Daichi and Yukai, fuck. Shout out to Daichi and Yachi for being on our short list. Like, I think a lot of, like I've said it a million times, fans underappreciate characters sometimes. Daichi and Yachi get underappreciated. They get overlooked. And I think that it goes to show that there's so many great characters in Haikyuu that making a top 5 list was this freaking hard for us.
I'm just thinking about Kurasuno alone. Like,
yeah, I could pick everyone. I could pick everyone.
Asahi,
I mean,
Enoshita, Daichi. Like,
the other bench warmers, whose names we don't know.
3 people on the bench all the time.
Yeah, it's a tough list to make. This is what happens when you have great characters, though. All right, I think that was all the questions, right? So I have no idea what audio quality is going to be like on this. It's probably going to be complete trash. But we recorded it on Discord, and like I said before, we have a Discord now. So hop into the Discord, get a hold of us, nonessentialmedia.com/contact or whatever the fuck it is, and send an email out, and we'll Discord, the Discord link, and you can get in here and post all the shitty memes you want, and we'll be here. Right now it's just 2 of us, so maybe we'll have more than 2 of us. Maybe we won't. Maybe it'll just be like 4 or 5 of us in here, and it'll be awkward. But as long as we have enough for a volleyball team, we just need 4 more people to be good.
Do a meetup, and we just do like volleyball.
We're gonna go do a volleyball meetup, guys. We're trying to keep content going for you guys. This podcast means a lot to us, and you guys mean a lot to us, and we want to get through quarantine together. So stay home, stay healthy, and keep sending us. We got some stuff we're gonna go through. One thing we might as well do this is we gotta watch Infinity Train. It's not like we're doing anything else. We're on quarantine. So whoever recommended Infinity Train, we're gonna. That's not the next episode. Okay, let's just get that out of the way now. But we're gonna watch Infinity Train, and we'll talk about Infinity Train for sure. That's gonna be one. I've seen so much about it, and I'm actually really interested. So we're gonna do that next episode. I think we're gonna talk about Steven Universe Future, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, but anyways, thanks guys for listening. I don't know how to turn Craig off. Hang on. I just tell him to leave. I'm just like, Craig, get out of here. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening to Beach City Crows. My name is Jackie, and my top 5 favorite characters are...
Oh my god, do you remember?
Yes, I do. God damn it, that's Kageyama, the Mia twins, Sugawara, Lev, and... I don't know if it looks like I got cut off there, so so I didn't hear the last one. It's Kageyama, Mia twins, Sugawara, Lev, and Owaizumi are my top 5 Haikyuu characters. Boom.
Yeah. My name's Isaac, and my top 5 is Hinata, Kenma, Hashi, Tsukishima. I can't even think.
It's like, what? I remember. Okay, my name's Jackie, and I would rather be quarantined with Oikawa during this coronavirus outbreak.
My name's Isaac, and I'd rather kill myself than be stuck with Oikawa during quarantine. If the virus doesn't get me, I'll get myself.
My name's Jackie, and I'm blaming this on Yahaba.
My name's Jackie, and I'm calling the police on Yahaba.
Thanks for listening, guys. My name's Jackie, and I'm calling the police on Yahaba.
People listening are going to be like, what the hell?
What the hell? Like, hello, police? Yeah, I would like to report a crime. Yahaba exists.
Police? Craig? He's right
Craig,
here right now.
He's here. Craig's here. Anyways, we'll see you guys. We won't see you. Why do I say that every fucking time? You're gonna hear us, hopefully, if this records well. We don't know. On the next exciting episode of Beach City Crows. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. guys, it's Jackie
And Isaac
from Nonessential Media.
We just want to thank you guys so much for listening, and if you'd like, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel or our Patreon.
And we want to hear from you guys. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you're watching along with us and what your thoughts are.
You can find us on Twitter at NonessentialM.
We're on Facebook as Nonessential Media.
We're also on Instagram at Nonessential Media.
Check out our website, nonessentialmedia.com.
So check us out.
Thanks again for listening. We truly appreciate every single one of you.
See you guys next Saturday for a new episode of Beach City Crows. Bye. Skibbly babbly bab.